Set up a worm farm. As icky as it initially sounds, worm farming is very beneficial and can actually make you a lot of money. They are quite cheap to maintain, and the benefits of having worms cultivated are really great, both financially rewarding and at the same time, you know in your conscience that you are helping the planet. If you are heavily considering having your own worm farm or venture into vermiculture, then you will benefit from reading the article below so that you can gather some tips and tricks on how to set up your own business of worms. Materials that you will need: plastic containers or tubs for your worms, preferably plastic. Lots of shredded newspaper, cotton sheets, peat moss, scraps of food, red wrigglers or red worms. Cool, dark place in your home trying vermiculture out. When you have all of your items from the list above ready, just try farming the worms on a smaller scale to see if you enjoy this activity. It wouldn't be wise to have a big investment if you are not sure if you will be doing this for quite some time. Preparing your plastic tub. Your first step is to punch several holes into your plastic tub with the help of an ice pick or a screwdriver. You should do the punching from the outside going in so that the raw punched edges are facing the inner part of the tub. The punched holes will help the soil in the tub to drain well when you hydrate your worms. Keeping the temperature controlled. Worms like humid and yet moderately cool environments. To have this environment set up, place your tub somewhere in your house that is fairly cool, like your basement. The basement is a good place for your worms since they will have minimal disturbance here and is protected from the fluctuating temperature of your home. Your tubs should have some sort of a tray that will catch excess soil or draining water. The best tray would be the lid of your tub. Laying out the shredded paper. Your next step would be to cover the bottom part of your tub with the old shredded newspaper. You can also place the peat moss at the bottom. The newspaper or the peat moss, or both, will help absorb excess water and moisture from the soil. Pre-soaked newspaper would also be excellent to use so that the worms will enjoy burrowing under them. Laying your organic material. When you are done with the shredded material, it is time to place about 4 packages of loam soil or organic material. You should also mix the manure or other fertilizers and scrap food with the soil or organic material so that it is evenly distributed in your tub. Adding your worms. Once you have their environment set up, place your store-bought worms in your tub. Make sure that you got them from your pet store or reputable dealer. When ordering your worms online, make sure that you have your tub with soil ready, so it is best to order them when you are sure they will have a home. Some worm packages have some instructions as they are shipped. Some require some refrigerating for a couple of hours or so. Covering the tub with cotton sheet. Your next step would be to place some piece of old cotton to cover your worm tub. This will keep the moisture in and at the same time, let the air flow into your container. After you have done so, water your soil just enough to make the soil moist but not soaking wet. Be careful not to place too much water since you might drown the worms. At an average, worms will start to multiply in a matter of weeks, especially if they are well fed and taken care of. Depending on how humid your area is, your worms may need to be watered daily, much like how you take care of plants. Check the holes of the tub to make sure that they are not blocked by any hardened soil to ensure proper drainage.